Okay, guys, welcome to Wrestleslam, the podcast brought to you by Manscaped.com and the Macau Casino, Cork City. And yet again, do check out the 4.0 package and the 5.0 package over at Manscaped.com right now. And use that promo code as always, Wrestleslam. It will get you 20% off. I'm joined by the one and only Phil Connolly. Matt Murphy is back after a trip stateside where he was in America for a couple of weeks. And we're joined by the in-demand, we had to make sure he came back with all the messages that we received, especially from the females. Tommy J is in the house.
You're joking? There was that much demand for me.
There was. especially from Vietnam and Thailand and America and China.
The Asian community.
What? Oh my God.
Venezuela, Colombia, Austria, Germany, Hungary. Yeah, it was all over the world, really.
Yeah.
Before technical issues at the last episode, once people started hearing your voice, they started kicking down my hotel door. So that's the reason why I went off, Tommy, because of yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
He's a sex god worldwide. Tommy J in the house.
I'm not in the slightest bit in that category at all.
Yes, you were. Yes,
you
were.
I've just been creating smoke and mirrors for all these years.
Why do you think we have it? Why do you think we have you on? We want to get the ratings up on the female side of things. We've all males, so we need females in as well, Tommy.
I don't know. I don't rate myself that highly, but if that's what
you should. Right, guys, it's been an incredible weekend, first of all, via WWE. And look, the whole show pretty much will be WWE, but it's fucking happened. CM Punk has come back. It shocked the world. I was driving back from Dublin and I was sending voice notes to Phil and Matt just to say, keep me updated. And then I kind of pull over just before I got to Cork and I got a video of Matt Murphy saying, "Oh my fucking God."
No, it wasn't, "Oh my fucking God." It was, "What? Oh my
God."
Oh my God. So CM Punk is back and it's groundbreaking, guys. It's something that we thought we'd never see. First of all, the rumors were kind of light rumors, and we were like, will it happen? Will it not happen? But it's definitely a game changer, in my opinion. I think now we can see a lot more crazy shit happening in due course. But Phil, I'm going to go to you first, right? CM Punk is back. We will get to that pay-per-view in a sec, but it was just the way it happened at the end, I suppose, all the lads in the cage.
Amazing.
The angle was incredible, where you could just see the screen inside the arena. What was your thoughts on Punk coming back, first of all? And look, he's going to probably open Raw tonight. The show will go out Tuesday, but there's a lot of people apparently unhappy. We don't know if Seth Rollins a bit of a work with him and Punk. I think it's legit beef. But listen, what's your thoughts on Punk coming back and where does he go?
We've been talking. The funny thing is, we've always said this. As much as people don't like him, he is always a talking point.
Massive.
It is true, because every time we were at a point there where we were sick of this drama, but he was brought up every week, and every week, look at the numbers that he drew in the last 2 days. Nearly 40 million views all over the social media and WWE. That just proves that this man people want to see him. And it's just, again, AEW's lost his WWE's gain. It was just, this was very well done. There was one point I thought that he was going to be in the match because Randy Orton didn't show up. I thought they were going to do that, but there was something in the air when it was on. I was like, there's something here. I'm all for giving him a chance because AEW really, really fucked him.
No, I have an interesting fact. There was a guy on Twitter, and he knows his shit, and he was saying that what CM Punk has done in the last 2 days alone, via, I suppose, when you watch so many videos on YouTube, the way they get paid commission or whatever, you know what I mean? But they said, between his merch and between all the views and the clicks online, and the way they get the royalties and all that from that shit, they said that's have to generate around $4 million already revenue for WWE right now.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised. Obviously, I think personally he's going to be on around anywhere between 3 and 7 million per year.
It's a 3-year deal.
So yeah, maybe 20 million over 3 years, right?
God.
But they've already made 2-3 million, Phil.
Yeah.
Revenue in that last 2 days.
100%.
So it just goes to show, like, his contract's almost been paid for the first year after 2 days back.
Okay. Just before you ask Matt and Tommy there, right, about the story, I have some breaking news.
Oh God.
Tammy Sytch has been sentenced to 17 years in prison.
Holy shit!
I didn't think she'd get that much, but she's got 17 years.
And she's done how many already? 2, 3?
She's been in for about 18. Is it 18? I thought it was January 22. Maybe she's done 2, maybe. Yeah, about 2 years.
So that's breaking news right now, because I was watching the trial a while back, and I could see her, like, obviously the camera was at her from the side. Yeah. That's game changing. Yeah. Like, she will be in her 60s when she gets out.
Yeah. See you in 2040, someone said.
Yeah. I suppose we won't go into detail what happened, Phil, but obviously we all know there was an incident where Tammy was involved, apparently under the influence of alcohol, which has been proven, and that's a serious sentence. Yeah. Like, if that happened in Ireland, you should probably only get what? 3 years? 5 years?
5, I'd say 5.
17 years. They don't fuck around in America, man. That's a fact. They do not fuck about. So we're not going to see her ever again, really. You know, I think that's the end of Tammy, unfortunately.
Yeah. I didn't watch the whole thing, but there was she kind of tried to blame Candido, which I didn't like, even though he's dead for years.
Yeah, I heard the doctor going through stuff. He was going through what he was giving her, and apparently she had like obviously she's an alcoholic, but he was saying some of the medication she was being given made her put on weight, and it fucked with her, and she was seriously going through mental health issues and stuff. But like, yeah, look, it's a very hard subject to talk about, but it does, for what's happened. Obviously, a life was lost, and they were saying like she didn't really give a fuck when it happened, blah blah blah, you know. And it's a long sentence. Maybe a sentence obviously is deserved, but like 17 years sounds a bit crazy.
So it's 17 years plus 8 on probation, so it's nearly 25 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She'll be monitored for 8 years when she comes out.
And I'm just going to double check there just before we go on. I'm going to see
what actually much of the case about it. What was she actually going to jail for?
It was for driving under the influence, but like I think she killed a man.
Okay.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. So
I just don't want to go into the whole thing because it's a whole messy thing, because it was just we'll just end up arguing, getting into messy stuff. I'm just going to stay away from it.
Yeah, look, she's 50. She is 50, so like she's going to be close to 70 if she's not released sooner. So look, we won't I suppose we won't talk about that as much. We'll have more detail next week. We might go back into that, but I'm glad you brought that up, Phil. That's why
I was keeping an eye on it because I knew it was coming up because we were watching it.
Yeah, no, we need that breaking news. When Phil drops breaking news, it's normally big, and that is big, and the whole world is watching. There was millions online watching. So yeah, we can't really say much more. But yeah, it seems like a long sentence, but like obviously a lot of shit happened, and the Americans don't fuck around. That's what we say in a nutshell. Tommy, CM Punk, he is back. Matt Murphy, CM Punk, he is back. Groundbreaking, Matt. Well, give us your opinion first, Matt. We'll get to Tommy J in a sec.
Yeah, I just want to have like at least 1 second of silence for all the CM Punk fans that will constantly cheer CM Punk for absolutely no reason in an event to be like, oh, he's back. Now what do we cheer for? But anywho,
you want to know the funniest thing is, just before we move on, if Jungle Boy didn't say that word about the glass, he'd be on Collision. That's what's funny about it. That's just
true.
Funny. That's just funny.
True.
I think WWE will now know glass is CM Punk's trigger word at this point. But anywho, my thoughts on CM Punk. Yeah, I think I agree. It fucking happened. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I was doubtful. I was thinking, it was like, yeah, they just so happen to be in Chicago. There's rumors of CM Punk. I was just like, I was just like, okay, if it happens, it happens. But it's CM Punk. But no, at the very last minute, the music came on, Punk came out. I was speechless. You saw the video. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it actually happened. And we saw off camera Seth Rollins giving a big thumbs up, saying how much he's delighted to see CM Punk coming into WWE, saying, can't wait to work with you. But I'm just thinking now, looking back on it, was like, I think it was probably the best WWE return of this year. I mean, yeah, Randy Orton came back. It was unreal seeing Randy Orton back. But I wouldn't say it was the best kept secret, but there was like no teasers for it. There was like no who's the mystery opponent. There was like no like CM Punk references, vignettes building up for it. It was just kind of out of the blue. It was just the internet just like thinking of it as in like, oh, CM Punk coming back, and WWE being professional said absolutely nothing. And I understand everyone like was thinking about Triple H because we won't get into it. There's obviously a history of Triple H and CM Punk, but Triple H said in the press conference, years has passed, people has changed, and he's looking forward to see where it is, where he goes with CM Punk. Because think of it as the possibilities that'll happen. I can see CM Punk coming back. He has the microphone. He sits in the ring, and just about he's about to say anything, Seth Rollins comes out and just interrupts the whole thing, saying, nobody wants to hear what you say, and builds up the feud of Rollins and Punk. And, Punk versus Kevin Owens, Punk versus Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman involved, Punk versus Rey Mysterio with Dominic involved. It's like, you need to think about these possibilities now, lads. And I'm looking forward to it. I know everyone's going to talk about, oh, how long are you going to talk about Punk drama? I personally was like, let's just focus on the good thing now. Punk is back. Let's see what WWE's got for him. Like, so I'm delighted to see Punk back. Like, and
Love it, man.
Randy Orton, we need to talk about him as well, but we'll leave that for the next one.
We'll get to Randy. Tommy J, what's your thoughts on Punk coming back before I ask all the questions after this again on Punk? But listen, it's groundbreaking and fair play to we have to give props to Triple H. This man knows what's best for business, and he knows what's good for business, and he is willing to bury the hatchet with people that he doesn't like or doesn't get on with or hates or
Yeah, I suppose burying the hatchet was Triple H just probably always had the falling out with people as he's rising the ranks and executive positions in the corporation. But what I really liked about the return was how well executed it was, because I think almost like Randy Orton's return was kind of like a detractor from any thought of him coming back, because it was rumors it was him or CM Punk coming into the War Games match.
Yeah.
So just on that basis, it was really surprising. And the way it cut to the end, and you're saying from the angle where you see the CM Punk logo coming up, it was almost like they were about to close the show. They had the War Games logo at the bottom corner, and then this cuts into his music. The arena erupts. It's not, the show is not getting cut off yet. But what is interesting, they just showed CM Punk up at the ramp or the entranceway, and didn't show any of the reaction of the wrestlers or the commentators from the arena. I only found that on Instagram afterwards.
Yeah.
And I think that whole hustle between Seth Rollins and CM Punk was, I think it was scripted in advance. I think it was planned in advance, if that makes sense. But the way they did it was quite well, because they didn't show the camera going straight to Seth Rollins going after him. It's almost like they're pretending they were not prepared to record it on for live television.
Yeah.
So it's just the way it was done. It was just kind of really like it was a rawness to it,
Yeah.
It was. I think it's like a while back we were talking about.
It was out in a white T-shirt, everything, a plain T-shirt,
Yeah, I think that's how you make a mark as well, plain T-shirt. But when he came back, when he made his AEW debut, I remember the one complaint. It was an unreal debut, but the one complaint I had was the commentators should have said nothing. They were like, CM Punk is back in AEW. They should have been like, no commentators, leave it alone. And that's what WWE did. I'm a sucker for it, because if we see a big, massive debut, like, think about the late, great Bray Wyatt when he made his return at Extreme Rules. If we hear Michael Cole in the background saying, Bray Wyatt has returned to WWE. That kind of ruined the whole thing. But with Punk, like what Tommy said, no reaction to the wrestlers, no commentator.
Yeah.
We know who Punk is.
It
And
was
we
almost like they finished it up, Matt. You know what I mean? You like finished up and then it just happened. So that's what's amazing about it.
Yeah, it was surreal. I'm going to ask the quick fire questions on Punk. Phil, does he headline WrestleMania next year?
Well, there's 2 nights, so I'll say yeah. It's 2 nights.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I agree. Matt, does he headline WrestleMania one of the nights next year?
Yes, but I can't see him facing off against Roman Reigns.
No, it would be Seth Rollins. The way
Don't go, Steve Austin.
Tommy, what do you reckon? Does he headline 1 or 2 next year?
Absolutely, and it's it fits into the Rocky narrative of Philadelphia, doesn't it? Along with Cody Rhodes potentially winning the championship against Roman Reigns, if they do decide to book that, of course.
It's going to be night 1, Jerry. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's also CM Punk's first main event at WrestleMania. Am I right?
Yeah.
So
So it's good. Yeah. Question number 2, Phil.
Yeah.
Does it change absolutely every fucking plan that's been in motion these last few months? So does someone drop out? Are we looking at potentially Cody dropping them or someone dropping them?
That's the thing, because there's major rumors that Drew McIntyre is raging. I don't know what happened there, but it would definitely change plans. And the thing is, it's probably going to suck for people like LA Knight.
Yeah.
Did you remember the cameraman? What he did to Drew McIntyre, as in he like signaled him to leave, as in Punk's coming out. Drew left. Yeah.
It's
something is it watching a match, right? Is what you mean?
No, as in there's beef there. Like I think you can see the signal, like as in he told Drew leave or something. Like
get out of here.
I know this is going back about like Tommy pitched this idea that Randy wasn't going to show up. Instead of Randy Orton, it was going to be CM Punk, and he was going to join the match, and he was going to help.
But Phil pitched that.
Cody. Yeah, but then that was going to like give it out. It was like, oh, Punk actually showed up, and he, instead of celebrating, everyone just gave Punk the dirty look, leaves, and it's just Cody in the middle of the ring, and then out of nowhere, Randy Orton shows up and RKO's Cody Rhodes, like literally RKO out of nowhere, confirming that he's back. And he's gonna have the rivalry with Cody Rhodes. That's just a random idea I just had. That'd be class, like tossing the curveball, like, oh, Punk's back, not Randy Orton. No, Randy showed up at the very last minute to turn on Cody Rhodes. Idea.
I think Randy turns heel tonight. I know we'll get to Randy in a second, definitely.
I don't want to see them doing that though. Did he actually turn on Cody Rhodes in the ring?
No, I didn't. No,
we all thought that.
Yeah, because there's been like a rumor that for a good while that he's going to have a rivalry with Cody Rhodes, like now as the American Nightmare.
Yeah. It's got everyone up in the air. Phil, you're normally spot on with your predictions, right? So we mentioned LA Knight could be truly fucked here.
Well, people like him, yeah.
It could be Cody. It could be like it's hard, right? But like we're certain of one thing, right? That it's like we were saying, like Walter would get a push. Like we were saying, Walter might go to Mania and main event.
What do you mean? Yeah,
it's changed everything, really, hasn't it? And it is kind of unfair, but it's Punk. And the question I want to ask you all, like, before you say this, for this, is he still one of the best in the world, or is it just?
Well, I think he commands it. Like, so yeah, he is. He would be.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, yeah, he still is. To be fair, because like I remember when I was a kid, I always liked him. But when he said he is the best in the world, I was looking back on him like, you know what? Yeah, he has a point. He is probably the best in the world that any company he goes into. So there's a lot of complaints saying that, well, he was and now he isn't. But I feel like he's still up there.
Yeah.
Like the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which wrestler are we talking about?
Punk.
Yeah. Punk. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He's still a big name, definitely.
And the thing is, I honestly going to say now Brock Lesnar fights Walter at WrestleMania. You were talking about Walter a second ago is he going to be one that's kind of screwed?
I don't think he's going to face Walter. I think he's going to face Gunther, the ring general.
Well, yeah, I'm also sorry. I should have said Gunter. Sorry. Yeah, so Walter, Gunter, Walter. So Gunter, yeah. So what I was saying in a nutshell is, look, we spoke about the Royal Rumble maybe 2-3 episodes ago.
Yeah, we did.
We were kind of saying that, look, Walter is one of the favourites, Gunter.
Yeah.
Gunter's one of the favourites, and we were saying that, look, obviously, we were naming the top 4 or 5 that could possibly win it right now. LA Knight is obviously still up there. If Punk enters the Royal Rumble, which I think he will, does he win it? You know what I mean? Does it change everything again?
Why not?
How does he get his title shot if he's gonna go main event one night?
WWE they make up anything and everything.
I will say I can see Punk winning the Royal Rumble, but I know just focus on the wrestling, that's going to cause so much heat against Punk.
Yeah.
If you think about it, as in, Punk was the popular character, now he's showing up winning the Royal Rumble. I can't say I'm up for it, but I think if WWE's going to go for that, there's going to be a lot of heat, but it'll work anyway.
Is heat the way forward these days? Because now we're going to really see a lot of tables turning, because we know All Elite Wrestling is just next door. We know they can offer big contracts. We know that he's going to ruffle some feathers. So do we see some people jump ship? Is Drew McIntyre kicking himself right now because he signed a new deal recently?
Well, that came out yesterday.
Yeah.
That stuff. Yeah, I was reading that yesterday.
It's an interesting one, because like it's if you look at it, Phil, it's like Drew probably had an offer on the table from All Elite. Well, he did, and I don't think he took it, obviously. So it's like, does Drew kick himself? You know what I mean? Where does Kevin Owens go? Where does Sammy go? Where does the Bloodline go? Where does Roman go?
Do you think it was about loyalty, or do you think that was he just offered more money by WWE? Or
Punk just wants to say fuck All Elite Wrestling in a nutshell. But I think he did have, like, he definitely had unfinished business. He wants to clean his slate.
In a nutshell, the man is in his mid to late 40s. He knows it's his last run. He knows he knows that if he doesn't do it now, he'll regret it.
Yeah.
McIntyre in late 30s, I thought.
You know what I think would be class, and this is just me. You're gonna say, yes, Matt, this will definitely happen. But I would love if Punk comes out and he's holding a black bag, and he says, like, I've arrived here still undefeated champion, and he pulls out the AEW world title still with the cross on it. That's just me. That's me saying out loud, like, that would be something just to get everyone talking about CM Punk now.
I think they're not allowed to say anything because there's NDAs. I think.
Yeah, but not say anything. Maybe have
I know.
Yeah.
I wonder how Vince McMahon feels about this.
I don't know, because Vince now is kind of gone into recluse, so nobody knows.
You son of a bitch.
He's lost all his influence, though. He's probably flipping if he guesses, I'd say. Without a doubt, though.
Exactly.
He is.
Triple H is gonna Vince McMahon's gonna come back, and Triple H is gonna hide all the new talent in, like, a closet and something like that. Be like, hey, what's going on here, pal? Oh, nothing, boss. Nothing.
I think Vince is gone now. Like, didn't he sell a lot of his stock already? And
yes, but surely Vince is Hall of Fame next year.
I think. I don't think so.
Oh,
be good peacekeeping decision from the company anyway, with things going the way they are.
Phil, is Vince future Hall of Famer?
I don't think he said himself he doesn't want to win. So as long as he's alive, I guess he's never going in.
He's the greatest WWE champion of all time.
If it does happen, there will be a few years down the road, I think.
He's also the greatest ECW champion of all time. I got that moment.
And
he had the shaved head with the towel on it.
Yeah. You know, I don't really know. I remember Matt Condona won the Game Changer Wrestling, and he actually dressed up as Vince McMahon at one house show.
I remember that. It's what an event. We've just spent 20 odd minutes speaking about CM Punk, and that's what he does to the world. He drags you in. And we have to mention poor Randy Orton. The guy looks absolutely jacked. He is $1 million, and he is back. He came back at Survivor Series. Rhea Ripley absolutely creamed herself when he walked in the ring.
We all did.
Yeah.
We just stopped.
Yes. He was
Handsome
incredible.
bastard he is, isn't he?
What a man, what a specimen, what a guy. He's one of the guys I have to meet. I'm lucky enough to see him wrestle, but I've never met him. So if Inside the Ropes want a list, because Tommy likes to go to Cypress Avenue as well. We all like to go to Cypress Avenue. Randy Orton's on that list, Chris Jericho's on that list, Trish Stratus and Lita, they're on that list, you know what I mean? But we take Randy Orton with open arms. And CM Punk, we'll take CM Punk in the near future too. But listen,
Randy Orton
just
personally.
one last thing there. One last thing on CM Punk because there's a bit of news.
He's got fired already. Shit.
So Raw tonight is going to have a new graphics and new music, and he's obviously going to be in it. That literally came out 20 minutes ago. That news.
Yeah.
And also the first hour Raw is commercial free. So if you want to stay up late, stay up and watch it. There's no ads for an hour.
He's going to pull a Brock Lesnar demand. It's going to be Raw starring CM Punk.
Yeah.
He definitely opens the show. Am I right to say that, lads?
He's going to open it with Seth Rollins and Randy Orton.
And finish it.
I don't know about finishing it, but definitely opening it.
Oh man, I'm going to stay awake tonight.
Fighting for Raw my life, to be honest.
Yeah, and we're all pushing on right now. Like Matt's the youngest by a mile, but like me, Phil, and Tommy J are fucking pushing on, and we need our sleep because we're a bit fragile in this young age of ours. But I'm going to stay. I'm staying up tonight,
lads. I'm still jet lagged.
You don't look at you, motherfucker. You look fresh.
I haven't blinked in over 2 days.
Well, lucky you, because when me and Phil came back from New York, we were critical. So you dealt with it better than us.
I mean, I remember I was like, I was watching a bit of like WWE, and the videos kept coming in, and I was like, oh, where's the rest of the videos? I was like thinking, oh wait, I'm in the States. I'm watching this real time. Nice one, because I keep forgetting. In the United States, okay.
That's the one thing I miss about living in Vancouver. Like you're coming in from work and you make your dinner, you sit down and Raw starts. Oh, it was bliss. But we've gone off topic as usual, which is great. This is why we always do. But anyway, Randy Orton.
Talk about the show itself, like real quick.
Yes, Randy Orton. Randy Orton's back.
Who's he facing at WrestleMania?
There you go, Tommy. That's the question I was going to ask. Phil, who does he face? Does he face who does he face? Yeah, it's a good
Randy
question.
Orton. Yeah. That's a very difficult question. Gunther is on the cards.
I can see, because maybe I'm just a fan of him, and you're going to say, no, I don't think this is a work match. I can see him taking on Gunther, as in Randy might tackle the mid card for a bit, because we all know who Randy Orton is, but off the top of my head.
I like it. Tommy, who does he face?
I don't know if they opt out on Cody Rhodes, probably Cody Rhodes, or maybe I'd say Gunther as well, definitely. I can't think of anyone else on the top of my head. But
it's very hard to find him an opponent.
Drew McIntyre, I'd say.
No, that's a good call as well. Yeah,
he could enter into a feud with Judgment Day as well.
Yeah,
I could see him having a feud with Finn Balor, definitely.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And I think I remember we forget one thing. The whole thing about Judgment Day. When Judgment Day is attacked by a male superstar or male wrestler, Rhea Ripley keeps jumping forward as in stopping him, but we keep forgetting it's Randy Orton.
Yeah,
that show was like, oh God, no, Rhea, no, don't do that.
Can I just say something? I just want to say congratulations to JD McDonagh. Yet again, look, we're full of praise for JD McDonagh, but he was awesome in that match. He really was awesome, really was awesome, and he's officially part of the Judgment Day now. And like Damian Priest gave him the jacket. But let's be honest, lads, he's a breath of fresh air, and he really is a good wrestler. He's got a big future.
Yeah, I saw that when Damian Priest gave him the jacket. I kept watching it about I think 6 times, because it was the most wholesome thing I saw in WWE for a while. I was like, JD, going far.
Actually, I don't know, didn't he try to escape the ring and disqualify the team? So that might be a reason to throw him out just for the sake of drama on TV now. That was actually great use of a high spot. We usually have people jumping off the cage and people waiting to catch them, but actually they turned it into an RKO from the top of the cage, which was really cool as well.
Well, Tommy, I tell you, he's got golden balls to even attempt to jump off a cage, because
absolutely,
when I seen it, I got a vibration up through my body, and my balls were actually aching from that impact of landing, especially getting an RKO. But I'd say deep down, JD, if he got a little glimpse at Randy Orton backstage, I'd say he winked and said, "Holy shit, I just got one of the greatest ever RKOs off one of my idols, Randy Orton."
Yeah, I thought it would be kind of nicer, because I don't like seeing JD getting bullied by the Judgment Day, if I'm going to be honest with you, lads. But it would have been class if JD had the upper hand and took down Randy Orton, and he was going to jump off the cage. Then Randy would have just jumped up and did like an RKO he did with Evan Bourne. But that's just me.
Well, you're right, but I think that's going to work in JD's favor, because I think if there's any divide, I think the fans will take to JD. The fans love JD. You could hear even when he got the jacket, there was a crowd pop. I think the fans love him, and I think, you know what I mean, they're behind JD no matter what. And Balor, we know Balor's pushing it. Balor, obviously, look, there's JD's probably Balor's prodigy, to be fair, but let's be honest, Balor's pushing for it, and it's great to see two boys, two fellow Irish lads looking after each other.
Yeah, definitely special. And speaking of jackets, remember when he complimented my jacket that one time? Let's move on.
Yes, I do. But yet again, JD, congratulations. Listen, we're always rooting for you, bro. Ever since your early days to OTT champion, and he's always been great to us. And I remember seeing him at WrestleMania 34. Was it 35, Phil? And we were out, I always talk about this book, and it's an ego thing, yeah. But anyway, we were there with NXT, and JD was there. I just said, look, I just kind of give him that little nod to say, look, it won't be long more, but you'll be headlining the Mania. So look, that's going to come in due course. But anyway, right. So we talked Orton. We talked a lot of Punk. We've got around 5-6 minutes left. What are we going to get?
RCW is what you kind of wanted to.
Yes, so guys, as you know, RCW is coming back to the PAV, which is, an iconic venue in Cork City. It is back on Friday, December 8th. Tickets are on sale at eventbrite.ie. WWE Impact legend Eric Young will be there. He takes on the RCW World Champion Owen Richards. There's many, many matches to look forward to. I'm looking forward to Anita and Katie Harvey. That'll be an epic match. The X Division Championship will be on the line that night as well. So will Fabio reclaim and defend it in style? He's got a lot of opponents that will want that. It's going to be incredible. Raven Creed, we've seen that promo with Raven Creed. She looks vicious. She looks like she's really going to extra fuck someone up, because she always does damage anyway. But the fact she's extra angry is quite intense and scary. But if you haven't been there, guys, the first night, Matt, it was incredible. Tommy, you were there.
Yeah.
It was incredible. And guys, get your tickets ASAP. It's going to be a Christmas special. I'm going to definitely wear my Christmas jumper.
Great to have as entertainment in Cork, isn't it? A pro wrestling show now and then. Same with Limerick too.
It's game changing. And yet again, guys, get your tickets ASAP, eventbrite.ie, because they will sell. The first show sold out. This show is definitely going to sell out, so grab them ASAP, because when they're gone, they are gone. Also, congratulations to Hernox and Limerick, a massive show last night. We do apologise that we were not there. Yet again, I was in Dublin all week covering the kids. Fight. Matt was in America. Phil is on set for it's like what is it, like a TV show?
It's a pilot for ghost hunting, spirit hunting.
Yeah, so
we just wrapped our last episode, so I'm tired.
So tired. We haven't seen Phil properly in a couple of weeks, so look, we're looking forward to grabbing a coffee with Phil. Tommy J was too busy on a date. He goes on a different date every night. So
I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah, no, he's only got one lady, because she's probably watching right now, and she'll give Tommy the cold shoulder. So Tommy, sorry if I got you in trouble. Whatever I say,
probably did Tommy, at this stage.
Whatever I say about Tommy, it's not exaggerated on my behalf. So sorry to all the females that watch and tune in for Tommy. But anyway, there's been a lot happening.
Stop posing for the camera, for God's sake.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, they pose for the camera. Oh, look at that. He's doing that.
Not posing at all. Sorry.
Not posing on.
some breaking news that literally
I'll
just happened.
check my hair there. Sorry.
We've got more breaking news, guys.
So there's breaking news that happened like 10 minutes ago.
Go on, Phil.
According to, let me see who actually said this. I can't really figure out who's saying it, but apparently they're saying that Sasha Banks is on her way back to WWE.
No way.
Adam.
Pretty soon. Nick Cannon and Triple H are doing all they can to ensure that Sasha Banks rejoins WWE. So there you go. Some more news.
Did she leave because of Vince McMahon or something?
I think she was genuinely burned out. That's what I think anyway. I think she was just burned out. You know, when someone's burnt out, everything is a nuisance to your head.
She got harassed outside one of the rings once, didn't she?
Well, when you're burned out, everything is annoying you. So everything will annoy you.
I remember I think maybe this has nothing to do, but I remember this one time, I think outside WWE, that I got really annoyed by was a fan was waiting for Sasha Banks at the airport, and she famously said, "Okay, I'll take a selfie, but I'm not smiling." So,
and I will end this week's show with a Taylor Swift news. Taylor Swift had a massive influence on the date of All In 2024 in London. So apparently they had to do a few set changes because of Taylor.
Yeah. Oh, you won't believe this, right? I was in New York and I saw this big statue of Taylor Swift.
In the museum.
And then I was like, oh my God, I was so amazed that I saw a pretzel cart right next to it. So I just grabbed the pretzel tart, and it was a lovely pretzel tart. Also, I don't know why the Taylor Swift statue, but that's the story how I got the pretzel in New York, Phil. Are you happy out?
No.
Listen, I'm going to make a serious appeal to Taylor Swift. Taylor, here at Wrestleslam, we are all massive fans. We talk about you quite a lot on our podcast. Are you a wrestling fan? And can we have tickets for your show in Ireland next year? Just DM us. Get your team to DM us. We'd appreciate it. We'd love to meet you in the VIP room. We're all big fans. We're all nice gents. We're all Irish, and we'd happily come to your show because we want to be there. We couldn't get tickets. We tried. But Taylor Swift and your team, if you could DM us, please, we would appreciate it very much. And we're fully behind your decision to cause disruption to All In because, look, you deserve it and you deserve what you want. So that's it. Yes.
On a side note there, any of you gamers? I'm ordering a Steam Deck at the moment. It's on the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
You'd be up all night playing now, would you?
Oh, yeah, let's find some wrestling games on it. There's a few independent ones. No?
Because I was actually in New York and I was seeing a good friend of mine and we were talking about games and all that. And I said, like, yeah, I really want to play Spider-Man 2. I really want to experience New York while we're in the middle of Times Square.
Man, it's surreal. It's a surreal place. Yet again, guys, we will be back to you next week, next Monday. The show goes out every Tuesday, so we've wrapped up about a half an hour there. We did spend most of the show talking about CM Punk, but look, that was expected. Yet again, Survivor Series was a great pay-per-view. But we'll be back next week, and of course, we'll have an RCW special this week as well. We'll sit down with Billy Bellum for yet again another pre-show RCW exclusive interview with obviously Wrestleslam. And yet again, we're always grateful to RCW for looking after us, and it means the world. So we'll have a Billy Bellum special this week, so stay tuned for that on the YouTube channel. But from myself, Jerry Collin, from Matt Murphy, from Tommy J, and Phil Conley, we will catch you later. This show is brought to you by Manscaped.com. Do check out the brand new 5.0 package. Use that promo code Wrestleslam. And guys, we will catch you later. Thank you for tuning away and subscribe. It's Wrestleslam the podcast.
So guys,
love to have you on, guys. Love